And now we're going to go to section 5. Section 5 is the butterfly. Sometimes we refer to it as high diving, and you'll see why in a second. Section 5 starts out like the vulture in section 1. And right here, as you go forward, it's almost like you're diving off of a diving board and falling to the ground and then ascending upward. Now up, and when you dive, I'm on my toes, as you can see. And I'm actually, the line's dropping forward. It's hard to do this slow, of course. Down and control it. Up, 3. Down, up. Now my breathing is like this. I think you got that. 9 repetitions. That concludes section 5. Section 6, we go to Shiva. See, Shiva is S-H-I-V-A. And if you ever go to an Asian store, you'll see statues of Shiva where Shiva's in a sort of like the dancing posture. Shiva will look sort of like this, okay? We also call this sunrise. We also call this crane. We also call it windmill. All those are fine. It looks like this. One leg up, you open, you breathe in, and around. 2, 3. Do 9 repetitions on the left side, 9 repetitions on the right side. Now you breathe in here. Okay? Now, people ask questions. Well, how high? If I'm really agile and athletic, can I, reach my foot to the ceiling? Yeah, if that's your thing, it's okay to do that. If I'm old and arthritic, can I wiggle my foot in a circle? Yeah, it's okay to do that. I'm going to tell you this and take it for what it's worth. Just do whatever's comfortable for you. Don't try to be a gymnast here, because you're going to get exactly the same benefit. If you're extremely loose and agile and you're doing it to the ceiling, that's fine. And if you're barely able to lift your foot, that's fine too. In fact, any of these exercises, if you do them simply in your mind, you will still derive the benefit, because Qi, at the end of the day, is all about what's happening in your mind. And here, you're using your body to teach your mind how to flow energy and movement within the architecture that you're endowed with by nature. The closing movement is a return to Ganges. Now, we've already talked about this within section 1, and it's done exactly the same way. Okay? And some people will hold it a bit longer if they choose. It's okay to do that. Then 9 repetitions one way, 9 repetitions another way. Some people will tell you that if you're female, the repetition should go in an opposite direction, or that you should do one repetition clockwise first and counterclockwise second, or vice versa. What can you say? Just do what you do, okay? Experiment. If one gives you more benefit, then that's what you do. Okay, and then at the conclusion, if you're only doing one set, you should formally end it with some closure movement. And part of this has to do with the channels that are open. You need to signal to them that, okay, you're going to move on to something else, okay? And that accumulating energy is no longer the essential purpose of your body. And what I do to shut it down is I call this pulling the heavens down. 1, and I do, if it's the end of a workout, I'll do it 3 times. 2, 3. And some people pick up a lot of what almost feels like electric charges on their body as they do this, and it makes them uncomfortable in the aftermath. And the way to get rid of that, if you have it, or if you don't want to get it, is to rub them off with your hands, pat it off, okay? And you'll actually feel it in your upper neck and back, behind your neck. You'll feel it in your scalp and on your cheek. And I'm actually feeling it right now as I'm doing the video. And then one of my colleagues in the martial arts who's very familiar with the internal actually told me once that a closing move should be to massage over the kidneys and take whatever energy that you gathered off your body just then by doing the pat down exercise and deliver it to the kidneys and then rub it in to the upper cervical and cerebral areas. Okay, so we're going to talk some more about some of these Qigong exercises in the future. This is a very benign exercise, but it's also very powerful. And how long does it take before you become aware of benefits? It's for some people almost immediately, for other people 6 months to a year. Should this be the focus of all your activity? No, it really should not be. Is it a good exercise to do? Yes, if all you did was this 2 or 3 times a day, you would actually develop physical tone in your body. Your breath capacity, air circulation would improve, your endurance would improve without the physical punishment that you might have to do otherwise to develop those skills. So it's a highly recommended exercise. I do it like whenever I get a chance. If I'm in the middle of an office day, I'll take a break in the middle of the day and sneak out, and I'll go through 2 cycles of it. It'll take about a half hour. Okay, so again, I'm just demonstrating to you what I like to do in my practice, is sharing with you how I evolved in the martial arts. This is one set of Qigong, and I'm laying it out in some detail for you. I'll take more in the future that will possibly go in different directions, but hopefully this serves you well and informs you, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.